Hey, crypto enthusiasts! Today, we're going to talk about a topic that has been on everyone's mind, mining. It is the heart of cryptocurrencies, the engine of Bitcoin. But what if I told you that this heart could soon stop? What if mining, as we know it, is about to disappear? First, let us refresh our memory. What is mining? Imagine the Bitcoin network is a giant, constantly running accounting ledger. Miners are the auditors of this ledger. They spend enormous computational power and electricity to solve incredibly complex mathematical problems. Only after solving a problem does a miner get the right to add a new block of transactions to this ledger. And for this, they receive a reward: new Bitcoins and transaction fees. It is this very process that secures the Bitcoin network, making it decentralized and resistant to attacks. But the process of mining isn't just clicking a button. It is an entire industry built on colossal energy and hardware costs. And it is these costs, along with the fundamental features of Bitcoin, that cast doubt on its long-term future in its current form. So when will it all end? There are several factors pushing mining toward its sunset. The first, and most important, is the halvings. The reward for mining a Bitcoin block is cut in half approximately every 4 years. Each new halving makes mining less profitable. The reward, which was once 50 BTC, is now just 3.125 BTC. The next halving, expected in 2028, will reduce it to just 1.5625 BTC. Imagine your main income being cut in half every 4 years. With each passing year, mining becomes less and less viable for individual miners. The second factor is network difficulty. The more miners join the network, the harder the problems become to solve. It is like a lottery with 1,000 times more participants. Everyone's chances of winning drop. While the price of a ticket, electricity, hardware goes up. To stay in the game, miners have to constantly upgrade their equipment, which becomes more expensive in power. Hungry. Only the largest players with cheap electricity and access to the latest ASIC miners can afford to compete. The third is environmental and regulatory pressure. The energy consumption of mining farms has become colossal, comparable to that of entire countries. This raises huge concerns for environmentalists and governments. Countries are starting to impose restrictions, bans, increase electricity taxes, or even outlaw mining altogether. The environmental footprint of mining is a giant problem that cannot be ignored, and it will only intensify. The fourth is the changing nature of income. A time is coming when the block reward becomes so small that it no longer covers the cost of electricity and hardware. At that point, miners will survive only on transaction fees. But what if the fees also drop? Or what if there aren't enough transactions? The speed of processing new transactions could slow down if there aren't enough miners. And this is where the scariest part begins. Imagine all these factors converging. The block reward is vanishingly small. The network difficulty is astronomically high. Electricity costs an arm and a leg. And regulators are just waiting for the moment to shut down the operation. Miners begin to leave the network because mining is no longer profitable. And mining disappears. What does this mean for Bitcoin? It means the end. Without miners, there would be no one to confirm transactions. The network would start to slow down, and transactions would get stuck indefinitely. The network's security would collapse. Malicious actors could perform double spends and forged transactions. The entire foundation of decentralization, the whole idea of Bitcoin as a reliable, secure digital currency, would crumble at its core. Imagine your coins, which you've been holding, suddenly become invalid. They can be exchanged. The network that seemed unshakable simply stops working. It would be a collapse, a loss of trust, panic, a price crash, everything you fear seeing on your charts. But multiplied by 1,000, it would be the crash of the entire ecosystem built around Bitcoin. Scary. Yes, but the history of the crypto market teaches us one thing. When something becomes a thing of the past, something new is born in its place. The idea of decentralization is eternal, but the methods of achieving it are changing. While some are mining, risking everything for a fading reward, others are looking for smarter, safer, and automated ways to work with cryptocurrency. The era of energy intensive mining is coming to an end, but that doesn't mean the end of decentralized finance. This is exactly why ScalpyBot AI was created. It is not mining. It is your personal AI assistant that trades on the spot market using a unique, no sell at a loss strategy. It buys on dips and sells on bounces 24/7 with no risk of liquidation and no complex setup. You connect it via API keys with withdrawal permissions disabled, maximum security, and while some spend millions on hardware and electricity, you can calmly watch your capital grow thanks to smart algorithms. And by the way, I know many of you have your own hardware and are interested in how it can be used to earn in crypto besides mining. Would you like me to put together a selection of coins and strategies where you can earn using your own hardware? Let me know in the comments if you are interested in that topic. Dawn. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the like button if you enjoyed this video, and write in the comments what you think about the future of mining. See you next time.